Gadjimagomedov is keen to show that future is not beginning yet, and he is still the man in the heavyweight division. What a contest we have in store here.
Cuba, Azerbaijan, and Algeria.
So final checks from the referee, Luca Vadalonga.
Round one.
So Hhabibullayev in the red, Gadjimagomedov in the blue. Hhabibullayev with that slightly up on the toes rhythm, that height just rising and falling slightly, that head just bobbing. Gadjimagomedov replicating it there every now and again, or at least a decent amount of the time he'll plant those feet a bit flatter. Both just coming forward at the same time, closing down that space. Left hand, I think, got through there from Hhabibullayev. Gadjimagomedov was looking for a right hand of his own, but I don't think it really got through. So a minute gone in the first round. A bit cagey this so far. It comes in with the 1-2 there, Gadjimagomedov, committed to that, but again, I don't think there was any real clean contact there. Hhabibullayev made the commitment there, got through with the left hand to the body, stayed in, threw a left hand up top, and he did score with that. He pursued his man there. Gadjimagomedov pulled his feet out quite a long way, actually. He would have felt like he'd done enough there, I'm sure, but Hhabibullayev, as I say, kept going, and eventually caught up with him. So into the final minute of round one, and those 2-3 punches that Hhabibullayev has landed, kind of eye-catching clean shots, of which there have not been many. I think that's probably enough for him to have his nose in front. Heading down the stretch here, Gadjimagomedov's just closing his space down a bit. He's coming in at pace, but standing quite tall. Hhabibullayev can tend to get quite low, and then all of a sudden he's right on top of him, and he can't really get anything done. Left hand into the body there from Hhabibullayev, I think landed, and again there. And then he just skirts off to his left-hand side. He's got a big smile on his face, and Gadjimagomedov is cutting a slightly frustrated figure in this opening round so far. He's hunting his man down, but so far not with any great effect. Right hand lead there, just trying to switch things up a bit. The left-hander followed it. Might just about have got there, but I've said that a few times about him in this opening round, whereas with Hhabibullayev, like that left hand to the body there, you could see that landed. And we could see that quite a few others have landed, including that left to the body right at the end of the round.
Bit of an untidy round overall. Good work to the body by Hhabibullayev before the feet tangled on that final body shot, which sent Gadjimagomedov to the canvas. He worked really hard in that round, pursuing his man. Very, comparatively fewer clean scoring punches for the man in blue. There was a double left hand success for Hhabibullayev. Kept the attack going, body, counter to the head, and that the moment of the cleanest quality throughout the contest. Now again, some judges do like to reward aggression and being perceived to make the fight, but the aggression has to be effective. Gadjimagomedov, who's taken the first round on a 4-1 split, and I think Hhabibullayev will consider himself a little unfortunate there.
Absolutely. I didn't feel the aggression was effective. He was aggressive, he was looking to get onto the front foot, but I think he shut his space down most of the time, and Hhabibullayev picked 6, 7, 8 nice clean shots that were quite easy to see, so I don't understand that myself, but it is what it is, and Hhabibullayev now has got to try and respond in this second round. He's got to turn this around. And the interesting thing about that sort of dynamic is he will have felt that what he did in the first round worked, but it didn't work because he didn't get it with the judges. So will he feel the need to try and change something and abandon what he did in that opening 3 minutes? Because he shouldn't really, because the way he went about things there saw him land. Again, looking for that right hand, Gadjimagomedov kind of leapt in from distance there. With a left hand land from Hабибуллаев, I'm not absolutely sure. There was a couple of punches from the pair of them on the inside there. And again, the upper body movement there of Hабибуллаев was decent, but I think he got clipped by an uppercut from Gadjimagomedov, who continuing to try and get on top of him at close range. Midway through the contest. There's a left hand into the chest there from Hабибуллаев, a right from Gadjimagomedov as he kind of waded forward again there. Left hand over the top there from Hабибуллаев, but Gadjimagomedov is just staying on him. The pressure is relentless here. Round this right hand from up close there by Hабибуллаев, and a lot of the time they've almost rushed into each other and not left themselves enough space or time really to work effectively. And not much clean has been landed in this round by either one of them. I thought the first round Hабибуллаев outscored Gadjimagomedov relatively clearly, but in this round I don't think that's the case, and the fact that Gadjimagomedov continues to be on the front foot and bring that heat in a round like this, then that will correctly count. It's been messy. Gadjimagomedov just shrugging his man off there. Good couple of body shots and then a left to the body as well to finish the round. So he's having a strong finish to the round here, the Russian. They clubs down with the right hand, and I think he may well have taken this one. And given that he got the first one on the 4-1 split, that would put him in the driving seat.
And I think he did take that second round. The incessant forward movement of Gadjimagomedov, I thought, began to really pay dividends in the final minutes of that second round, because the movement of Hабибуллаев just began to slow, and then they're both the same weight, of course, but Gadjimagomedov, remember, seasoned at this weight. He's got that maturity, he's got that experience, and he got him into positions like this, and on a few occasions he used the shoulder to hold him there just like that and began to dig away down to the body. The movement of Hабибуллаев, well, he wasn't able to utilize it because he had Gadjimagomedov swarming all over him, and he's taken a clean sweep of the cards, which I think is just reward, because that pressure did begin to pay dividends. Tried to get on the, well, he did get on the front foot in the first round, and in the second round, in the final minute, the movement of Hабибуллаев began to slow. It couldn't be as effective, and Gadjimagomedov in a strong position now going into the final round.
Well, he's all but there, isn't he? He's got that 2-point lead with 4 of the judges. The other scorecard is level, and that heat really started to burn Hабибуллаев in the last 30 seconds. And he'll do the same thing again here, the Russian fighter. We have seen this evening so far 2 or 3 occasions, I think, where a fighter will have been told, will have known that they were a couple of points clear and just didn't want to do anything silly. And Hабibulлаев coming out there and lands a nice combination, but Gadjimagomedov, I'm not sure he's going to do it any other way here. I think he's going to stick to what he knows, and that will be to, as I say, bring that front foot pressure. And the reality is, he could drop this final round and he's still going to win. And Hабибulлаев, after landing those nice clean couple of shots early in the round, again just finds himself in a bit of a wrestle centre ring. Gadjimagomedov comes forward, he comes square quite often when he does that. Makes a few technical errors, but he is a relentless force right into the body there from the Russian. I was in Serpukhov when he boxed the WBA Bridgerweight title about 17, 18 months ago. And his opponent, Zhao Jinjiang, I've never seen someone hit somebody else so many times without putting them down. And in the end, the referee stopped it in the fourth or fifth round. But again, that night, he was completely and utterly relentless to the point where you wondered if he might blow a gasket, but it didn't happen. And over this 3-round format, you could bet your life it's not going to happen. Just over a minute remaining. Some decent work off the back, looks foot there from Hабибуллаев. But again, Гаджимагомедов just in range, working those hands, and Hабибуллаев is pouring out absolutely everything that he has got here. And we haven't seen fighters necessarily do that in the final round of a fight when they've needed something huge to turn it around. I mean, one reason why he is because the man in front of you leaves you absolutely no choice. 30 seconds. Right-hand lead again there from Gadjimagomedov, pushes his man off and then looks to try and work with that right again. And the referee has given a... Well, it's not a standing count. I mean, it is, but it's because there was a low blow, so you give the 8 count to give the fighter a little bit of time to recover. And Gadjimagomedov, as soon as he gave the instruction to box on there, Luka Badalonga was springing in at him. And he's going to work right up until the final bell here. And for that reason, so is his opponent. There goes the final bell, and he's won that final round, Gadjimagomedov, you would imagine, on the card. So if that's the case, then the fact that the scoring in the first round was a little bit of a puzzle to us won't actually have been a factor. If he sweeps that final round, then he's going to have won the fight anyway.
They see the contest as a win on points, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and the new IBA Heavyweight Champion, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Russia, Mуслим Гаджимагомедов. From Russia, Mуслим Гаджимагомедов.